Hello and a very good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Mosby. Thank you for joining us for the final show of your day. Colour Me Happy, of course. I think it's a lot of people's favourite show, this. It's nice and laid back and relaxed. Lots of colouring to be done. Lots of hints and tips coming your way with our Debbie as well. And actually, loads of great goodies to come. Concentrating a lot today on our Aqua pens, on our tricolours, and also our beautiful sparkle pens. They're all coming up. If you're new to it as well, we've got a brilliant selection which we think you'll absolutely love. We've got storage solutions and more. Plus, on top of all of that, I know loads of you have already chatted about this. There's loads of reasons to jump to our website. It's Fiver Friday. What was the song you were singing earlier on to this? Fiver Friday. Oh, Fiver Friday. Fiver Friday. Which means if you head to our website, crafterscompanion.com.uk.eu, you can head online and grab a selection of items for £5 or $5. However, this is only applicable for today, with it being Friday. So make sure you check that out. Also, on our website right now, very exciting, we've opened the Christmas shop. Yes, the Christmas store is open. We had a little bit of a sneaky peek at this earlier on Wake Up Call. And basically, when you click on the link, it's just underneath the show bit. You'll find it, and then you can click £10 gifts, £20 and under gifts, £30 and under gifts, luxury gifts. Gifts for sewers, gifts for paper crafters. It's all in there. So as we were chatting about earlier on, if you are perhaps sure of what you want this Christmas and you want to tell somebody, you can have a look through the Christmas shop, copy the links, send it to friends and family, and then you are absolutely sorted. So make sure you have a look there. And how can I forget, producer Erin, I will not forget that today, and indeed for the rest of the weekend, it is double bubble, as Georgie would say. Double points day. And not just double points day, it's a double points weekend. Woohoo. Stop the fireworks. Yeah. 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 Come on. Yes. You must be able to hear those fireworks.
It's loud enough.
Whoa. Ooh.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's double points weekend, so make sure you're shopping till you are dropping. And I tell you what, let's have a look with the lovely Debbie who's with you for the next couple of hours at some of the things we are going to be creating. It's bonfire night, that's why there's fireworks.
It's going to be a noisy night, isn't it? That's so funny. I wish we could see them though. I do love fireworks. Yeah, we've got sparkle pens on today. You're going to be able to be creating beautiful backgrounds because it's all about watercolour. Being able to get this beautiful ombre effect down your cards is amazing. Being able to stamp using all your watercolours as well is absolutely incredible. And then if you like your dies, we've got the best deal we've ever had on the Twirling characters, which are amazing. So this first one here, I'm going to open it up and he's going to twirl about the little buzzy bee. And then we've got a little dog there. If I open up that card, he's going to go twirling around. He's a bit on the wonk, isn't he? On the wonky side, a bit like me tonight, really. But we've got lots coming up, Ben, loads to show you, lots of different techniques. If you've got any questions, ask away and we'll see if we can solve them for you. So not a problem at all.
Yeah, I do find this is one of those shows where lots of questions come in because it can be a little bit confusing, can it not? But it shouldn't be and hopefully won't be. If you want to get those questions in, get them asked on Facebook and on YouTube, and we will do those questions throughout the show. Just want to point you a few items which are proving already really busy. I think from the comments coming in, you can hear those fireworks as well, so it's quite nice tonight. You know, a bit of colouring, loads of bargains, double points, and we put on a firework display for you as well. 36 of your Aqua markers. This is a great collection at a knockdown price today as well. £47.33 or $61.98 is your platinum price on this. You're going to get 15 sheets of your watercolour cardstock included in this collection as well. But the great thing about the Aqua markers, of course, you've got all of these different colours that you can do all of your techniques with. But as you can see on the front of your packet here, you've got your brush nib. And then, of course, you've got your ultra fine nib there as well. So great for doing those bigger, bolder strokes, great for doing those more intricate details. But of course, with all of these different colors that you're going to get in the 3 collections, plenty of room for you to get started on your watercolor adventure. You've got your nature collection, which includes colours like your sunset, your amber, you've got chestnut, peacock blue, marine in there too, gorgeous topaz as well. You've then got your floral collection, again, 12 beautiful colours in there, the likes of your rose pink, blossoms there, orchid, beautiful jasmine and sunflower, the wildflower as well, and then the primary collection too. Again, 12 beautiful colours, your scarlet and crimson, your orange, your gold, through to your purples, your magentas in there as well. And don't forget, we're also going to be popping into your bundle 15 sheets of your watercolor cardstock as well. You're saving 20% off the usual price. As I say, everyone down to £59.16 or $77.47. But if you're platinum, $47.33 or $61.98. Double points for everyone who's in Club Inspire as well. Don't forget, not just on this show, but right across the weekend. Also, if you are going to be colouring, you're probably going to want some images to be colouring in. We've got a lovely collection. The butterflies and floral stamp collection. This is a funny old one really, because you're getting 7 sets and you buy 4, you get 3 free, but it actually works out that we're giving you the 3 most expensive items in this bundle for free. Normally it would be the other way around, wouldn't it? But actually this time we're saying no, the 3 most expensive items you get for free within this collection. But you've got your beautiful florals in here. This one is your Brighten My Day. Nice, big, bold images for you to start practicing with. I mean, if you're already a colouring ace, you're going to just have so much fun blending and creating all sorts of different flowers with these stamps. You've got You Brighten My Day, and also you've got Friendship. Is a flower that blooms in all seasons. Aww. You've got your beautiful butterflies as well. If you were watching Wake Up Call earlier on, I want to say, Debbie was, yes, colouring this. It seems like yesterday, that one, but that was definitely earlier on. You've then got your beautiful florals here, which is your fresh florals. And then, as I said, 3 free sets that you're going to get. Your Kindness Changes Everything. Again, beautiful flowers, beautiful butterflies. You've got your Have a Lovely Day. And then also included the butterflies in flight. So plenty there for you to be stamping and colouring and having a lot of fun with. And it is £15 or $20 saving for everyone. An extra 20% off if you're platinum, £23.17 or $29.47. And of course, double points for you as well. And we're going to be having a little bit of a look at these, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. These are a great set of stamps. If you ever wanted to just try your hand at some colouring, these stamps are perfect for that. If you love your florals, butterflies, obviously perfect for that. We're going to be using the Hello Lovely.
Hello Lovely.
It's a great stamp set. I love this one. We're also going to be incorporating, and you need to get in quick because we really don't have lots of this. It sells out time and time again. So I'm using the drawing gum. It's the Pebeo drawing gum. It is, in my opinion, the best on the market. The reason being, it is water-based. Lots of other products like this are on the market. They're not water-based, so they don't clean off your brushes. They take a lot longer to dry. So this is absolutely fabulous for your masking. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take our stamping mat, and I'm going to take one of the stamps off of this stamp set. Bearing in mind you have quite a lot. You get loads in here. Was it 37 elements on here?
Yeah.
In this stamp set, and that's a massive amount of stamps. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to take this sort of larger stemmed one here, and we're going to stamp that into our picture. So I'm going to pop this right just in the center there. I'm going to pick that up with us. I'm going to make sure my little magnets are all set, and just pick that one up, and then we're going to stamp that down. Now, when you're using anything watercolour, I love our ink pads because they tell you exactly what it is. There's no, you don't have to, there's no guesswork in it. It's waterproof dye. It means that it's not going to go anywhere when anything water or liquid is applied over the top. So it's the perfect, perfect medium to put on your stamp.
Even I managed to get the right ink pad earlier on when I stamped up my image. Just shame I put it on the wrong cardstock. Although having said that, I did a bit of, because I'm going to do a bit of colouring later on. There was a wrong piece of cardstock in the watercolour section. I started practicing. I was like, the card was going all like mottled and horrible. I was like, is this the right? And Debbie's like, no, it's the wrong, wrong cardstock. But we live and learn, don't we?
Oh, absolutely. And I love the fact that you noticed it straight away and changed it out. And that's all about learning, isn't it? We forget that there's lots of new crafters out there and they don't know either sometimes. So it's all about learning. I remember when I first started out, glues and ink pads, they were so daunting as a crafter. And it puts you off, Ben. It puts you off stamping because you feel like you can never get the right image. You can't colour it because it always bleeds or it smudges. And actually, it's just about education, about knowing which one to use.
And I think the more, I'm with you on that, because you think about all the different pens and ink pads and glues, it can be very confusing. But I think the more that you obviously start working with these products, the more it goes in. I'm one of those people that has to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. And then eventually it sort of sticks. So you've got your drawing gum there, haven't you?
Got drawing gum. Now give it a little bit of a swell. That's the best way to do it. And only because if you give it a big shake, you'll get loads of bubbles on the top. And actually you don't particularly want your bubbles, because if you have lots of bubbles, all that's going to do is they might pop or they might not work properly on your image. Now I'm taking a brush, and it doesn't matter that this is a brush that I've used for my painting. Because it's water-based, I can use my drawing gum straight onto here, and you can see I've used it earlier and it doesn't affect your brush at all. I'm just going to dip it straight in. You get sort of like that, it's blue, which is great. It means when you start painting it on, you can see where you've been.
What's the consistency of that? Is it?
It's thicker than water, but not
like
too
a paste.
thick. It's not like a paste.
No,
not like a paste. But it's great that you can see it, because that's all you have to do. It's just about putting it down. You don't need loads. Don't flood it with it. As long as that's covered and it's blue, as you can see, it's absolutely fine. And then we're going to come down the stem and just add a little bit more on the leaves and just covering that up. So really quick and simple. The more you put on, the longer it will take to dry. Now that will be touch dry, and this is the best part. So just grabbing some water, literally can wash it off in there. And it comes off because it's water-based. There's no other product that I know of that does that, which is amazing. Considering this dries to like a rubber. Now, I want that to dry completely well before I do my next part. So I'm going to pop that to the side, and I'm going to bring in my Blue Peter style, the one I did earlier. So we're going to take this one now. Now, because this is already dry, it's tacky. It feels tacky, but it's because it's rubbery. Yeah. So we're just going to pop that down, and now I can start bringing in some other stamps. So I'm going to take this one here, and we're just going to go in, and we're going to place it right in the middle there, so right over the top.
Just remind us, so if you did leave that, obviously we're constrained to TV time. How long will it take your gum to dry?
So I did this about half an hour ago.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah, so and actually I would say 10, 15 minutes. Yeah. Not even that long. So yeah, it doesn't take long to dry, but obviously I wanted it done thoroughly before I started to do this. And it means I can then go in with my stamps and start layering on the top. So let's bring that in. Oh, that way.
Oh, yeah.
And I can stamp straight down. And what will happen there, it'll come out so it looks a bit messy, but actually this is all covered. So it's looking like this flower is behind. And then I'm going to move the flower again, and we're going to put it now onto this side. So I'm just going to pop it down without taking anything away. And just pop it down without washing it, because it will do this. And then we're going to apply this one over the top.
I think as well, if you are looking for a great deal tonight, the magnetic stamping platform, having used that earlier on in between shows, I can vouch for just how good it is, because you don't have to panic about not getting your image the first time. You can just simply go back in again. Details at the bottom of your screen for that collection.
It's so good, isn't it? Yeah,
really cool.
Really good.
Lovely to be able to use it as well. It's so much fun. So much fun.
Now I've done that, Ben, what I want to do is I need to reapply this again, because I want to do a background but I want to be able to do the background, and I'm going to force dry this. So it won't be perfect because I'm force drying this piece, but it will give you a good idea. And then I've got the finished one with where you rub it away. So it just gives you a good idea of how you use them. There is some noises going on tonight.
It's obviously Guy Fawkes and like bonfire night here in the UK, so that's what's going on. It is, yeah. You made me double check myself now, but it is the 5th, Friday the 5th. So it'll be like this tonight. It'll be the same tomorrow, probably the same on Sunday as well. So if you can hear the fireworks, which I know a few of you can, this is what you're going to be getting for the next few evenings. It's all fine though. It's all good. We carry on.
Good,
we carry on.
Just look after your poor little pets out
Yeah.
there, bless them.
Yeah.
Right, so all I'm going to do, now I don't want to heat this too much because it'll just start to melt the plastic, because it is like a rubber, it's not plastic, but it is sort of rubbery. So you can sort of quick dry it a little bit. And I'll show you afterwards and what I mean by it, because when it's not completely dry,
Someone sounded like it was in the corridor. Jesus.
Right. Yeah, because if it doesn't go completely dry, when you go to rub it away, it gets all a bit smooshy. So let's pop that to the side. The next I'm going to bring in are Aqua markers. Yeah. Now, these are great pens to use.
What did you say? I can't hear.
Can they? Have we had comments? Can they hear it?
Yeah, we got some firework emojis going. I think you cannot not hear that. You cannot not hear that. Lots of lovely comments coming through though already. Must just say hi to Betsy, who says, "Colour be happy, always makes me happy, love the shows." Beth's in from upstate New York. Faye says, "I'm on board, New Hampshire here." Rosalind says, "You guys are hilarious." Thank you. Victoria says, "Looking forward to this show. I can always use information about using my Aqua markers." And Beth says, "Watching with my 5-week-old granddaughter, starting her on CC at 2 days old, and I do believe she is already an addict." Now, having looked up from my tablet, it looks like you're doing a bit of graffiti.
I know. I'm being my little 2-year-old granddaughter at the moment,
right.
aren't I? That's the sort of thing she would do.
Yeah.
So what I've basically done is where my piece of card is, I've just drawn a sort of line around and made a sort of mess on my counter. I've just used 2 of my blue colours. So I've used the teal and the navy, and all I'm going to do is spritz that. So we're going to add our water spritzer just to there. So we're going to make sure that's all quite nice and wet. And this is a really good way of creating a background, and a really unusual background. And all we're going to do, fireworks, is we're going to sort of smoosh our card into there. And then what that's going to do is give us this beautiful background.
Ah, lush.
So yeah, really liking that already. So if you could dip it back in, but you can see all those sort of different colours of blue that we've got going in. I even like this bit, this mist with the white bit going outside. Some of that sounds like thunder. Now, you don't want to be wasteful for this, so just take some scrap pieces of card and actually just smoosh your card in this. And do it a few times so it creates some extra backgrounds, because you don't want to be wasteful with that. So, and then you could dry that off and re-put it in as well, because then you'll get another overlay of all your ink going at the top. So we're going to sort of pop that one to the side. Now, I wouldn't normally waste that. We would keep using that. But what we have got, I'm going to dry this off, but what I want to do is I want to pick up where it's laying. Can you see it's just laying on that Pebeo drawing gum? So we want to just dab that away. There we go. And then I'm just going to give that a blast with our with a firework. I was going to say.
With a firework, yeah. Donna just says, "Wow, those fireworks are close. They're literally
outside. I think
like half a mile up the road. I think they're not far away at all." Andy says, "Yeah, the same thing goes on around here for the 4th of July. I can only imagine. Probably bigger and better as well." And Rosalind on Facebook says, "Debbie, when creating a scenic background, would you stamp the trees or house first if you're using Pebeo?"
The trees or the house first?
Yeah.
It depends where you put it. It's all about placement.
Placement, yeah.
Yeah, so if you was to want a tree behind your house, then you would stamp your house first.
Yeah.
If you want the tree in front of the, behind the tree, if you want your house in front of the trees, you do it the opposite way round.
Yeah, I see.
So yeah, it's all about placement, so that's all you need to do. So I think that's pretty much dry. So we're just going to move this. Now, the downside of doing this when it's maybe a little bit wet on the top, so it's best to sort of leave it instead of forcing it dry. Sometimes you can get a bit of a mucky finger, which then goes onto the white. Not that that matters too much, but this is the great thing about drawing gum. Look, it's like it just rubs away, and it's like
a bogey.
Elastic band. I was thinking of something nice. My bogies are not like that, Ben. I
thought you were just trying to be nice.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had one like that hanging down.
So it's not like a bogey, it's more like, what was it, an elastic band?
Elastic band,
yes.
It's got that elasticity in it that makes it like an elastic band.
Yes.
So that's the whole idea of being able to build up that image. And I'm going to bring in this one here, which I did earlier, and I've just built in even more flowers. But what I would have had to do is masked off more, added more in. But it just shows you what you can do and how you can get your backgrounds, because they both look lovely. You can build up that background, and then we're going to paint. So because this one's a bit smaller, it won't take me too long. And in fact, I think I have got I got a finish? No, I haven't. So I'm going to do this one because it will take less time to do. So we're going to use our gold, our orange, and wow. And then I'm going to bring in our scarlet as well.
I don't remember it being like this last year.
No, but was we in the studio last year? I don't think we was.
Oh, and having said that, there probably wouldn't have been a display again though, would there?
No,
that's what it was.
Yeah. That's
so it's
right,
the first time we've experienced this, of course, because it's only this. Well, it's the first year in here, isn't it? Only the 2nd November we'd have done it. So that's the reason why.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was locked down, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm going to take all these colours. I love this orange colour. It's so nice. And then we're going to take a little bit of yellow as well, because we can mix them. It may seem like a lot of colour we're putting down there, but it really isn't. It would be more if we was to paint it onto the card.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take that same brush that I used with the Pebeo, because we've washed it away. I can still use that. I'm going to take my piece of tissue. It's almost like a little bit worrying, isn't it?
Shall I go outside and ask them to pipe down?
Yeah.
Excuse me? Do you know we're trying to do a TV show in here?
And then I'm going to add a bit of red into that. So even though we've done that orange, I want to just add that little bit more. And I'm going to add in a little bit of yellow as well, which is going to really give us a beautiful colour.
Susan says, question for Debbie, how long can you let the drawing gum sit? Meaning hours or days? Do you mean by how long? Because we've discussed obviously, so how long you would leave it for when you're using it.
Yeah,
so how long does it keep, I guess? Is that the question?
Yeah, how long can you leave it on the card for, I would assume.
Oh, okay.
Like when it's been applied.
Yeah.
As long as you haven't got it sort of stuck to anything, you can leave it as long as you want. I actually don't think it would make any difference. It would still rub off, because it's just, it's never going to not come off. That's the thing. It's not a permanent fixture on your card. So I would say that, you could, if you wanted to paint it on, and then next week you decided that you were going to do your paintings or carry on, then you could do that.
Honestly. For Holidays Design says, I'm impressed they can concentrate with the fireworks going off like that.
Hard.
Well done, Ben and Debbie.
It's hard.
It's really hard, honestly, because obviously hearing each other, the guys at the gallery talking, the fireworks going off. It started early tonight as well. It's only 7:20 here in the UK. Oh well, we're professionals.
I can't work out why the music is not more. Like, it just seems the music comes every so often.
Oh no, I can hear it the whole. I think I'm nearer the door to you.
Oh,
so
okay.
Because they do it all to music now, don't they? These firework displays tend to be all like choreographed to the music. Oh, there's another one started over there.
Yeah, but it seems to then stop, and I'm not then hearing the music. But you can hear it all the time, can you?
Yeah. There was the rock band earlier. I mean, we put on a show for you today. We got you a rock band on earlier on.
Yeah.
We got you a fireworks display tonight. I mean, seriously, absolutely right.
Right, so I'm not going to do much more, so you can see we've done all that beautifully. You can paint that, do your backgrounds, and I'm going to bring in my finished card. So let's pop these to the side so you can see. I'm going to in fact, let's just move all our paints have that out the way, and then bring in our finished card. So we've popped it together. I've got our finished one, all like that. Hello, lovely. Doing that little easel cards. But isn't it beautiful? Using those rich blues, those beautiful orange colours. It's just something a little bit different and nice and cheerful for this time of year.
That flower, by the way, of course, don't forget, is from your Butterflies and Florals set. It's that one there. Hello, lovely. And again, that is the set where you get all of these stamps on a buy 4 get 3 free, and it actually works out that the 3 most expensive ones, which I'm showing you now, are the freebies. So loads of beautiful florals to get colouring with, loads of beautiful butterflies as well, and as I say, it was that one here that Debbie was using just a few moments ago to create that beautiful project. 2317 or 2947. I mean, now you've seen that that demonstration and that technique, you absolutely need to get your Pebeo drawing gum too. That is currently in stock. It's a steal of a deal. I would stock up on this whilst we have it. £3.99 is your platinum price, or $5.59. Oh, we don't have a lot of stock of that remaining. So I would get it whilst you can, because that potentially could disappear. But again, how great to have that in your crafty armoury to do all of those different techniques. Now, lots of storage options as far as your pens are concerned. This one is your 48 marker carry case. I love it, right? Because this is a really sturdy bit of kit. Nice and easy to transport all your goodies around. You've even got extra storage on the back with a little zip pocket. It's sturdy for the point as well that you've got that hook and mesh system to keep everything nice and safe, and you've got that front and sides as well. This is the case that you'll go for if you've got your tri-blends or your tri-colours, and it's going to hold 48 of them for you as well, which is absolutely super. And the nice thing about this is not only is this going to be brilliant for transporting all your bits and pieces around, but you've got the centre section here, which you can actually take out should you wish to. Oh, it's stuck to me jumper now. And then you can lay it on the desk, and everything's there nice and neatly in front for you, so you can select which pen you want to work with, and it's all laid out really, really nicely for you as well. So that's another nice thing to think about. If you've got a lot of these pens, this is a great way to transport them and store them as well. 25.59 rather, 25.59 or 31.97 is your platinum price on that, and double points. Everyone saves 20%. Other tools which you might want to add into your basket, into your cart today. This one, your Aqua tool collection. So you're going to receive those misters, great for creating really lovely background effects. 4 of those to pop your water into. You've also got your 4 brushes, different sizes included as well, and on top of that, you're going to get your palette too. So all of the tools that you're seeing right there for £10.39 or $19.99, and again, you'll get double points on that collection. Now, a really cute collection for you here at an amazing price, the Sparkle Ink stamp collection, which I'll show you right now. It's really, really beautiful. Should be £20, $27, 30% off tonight. £10.40 or $15.20, and there's some really, really lovely images in this collection. This one here is called Your Dear Friend, and again, deers and stags and reindeer, super, super popular at the moment, and you've got a lovely mixture of stamps there. This one, again, if you love those floral animals from yesterday, that along the same sort of vein with that beautiful stag's head surrounded by the beautiful florals. Never lose your sense of freedom, and for a dear friend, really lovely deer for you to get colouring in there as well. As well as all of that, if you've got little ones too, this is a beautiful stamp set to go for. You've got your mermaid kisses with the mermaid, and then the mermaid silhouette going on there as well. Mermaid kisses and starfish wishes. You've also got this beautiful set, reminds me of one of my Hawaiian shirts, this one, the Flamingo Paradise. Again, stunning flamingo stamp with your palm trees, beautiful sentiments included on there as well, like be a flamingo in a flock of pigeons. And last but by no means least, again, beautiful, beautiful unicorn collection. That one is your Unicorn Magic. Believe in yourself and you are magical. As I say, that is Double points once again, as is everything. If you have just joined us, you've tuned in for the first time ahead of the weekend. Everything is on double points right across this weekend. Fiver Friday on the website, and our Christmas shop is open for business as well at the website. So do make sure you shop ahead. Do make sure you check the web and grab these deals as well. 30% off your Sparkle ink stamp collection, £10.40 platinum, or $15.20. Lots of lovely comments coming through. Lots of you enjoying the show as well, and the fireworks. Rosalind says, is there a special occasion for the fireworks? Yeah, because you guys don't have that in the US, do you not? It's basically like it's sort of like your 4th of July. It's bonfire night every 5th of November. If you Google it, I won't bore you with the history. Google it, bonfire night, and it's Guy Fawkes, Houses of Parliament. Have a look. Carrie just saying, the marker case is my absolute friend. I have one for each of my regular and brush tri-blends. I absolutely love it. And Timothy Chapman Hart saying, I have the drawing gum. It is fantastic. There's a few questions coming in. Do you want those? Should we do those now before we move on? Yes. Victoria Warren wants to know, will embossing powder work okay on watercolour card?
Oh yeah, perfect.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. In fact, it's a brilliant thing to use with any watercolours because it acts as a resist. So especially if you haven't got the right ink. So let's say, for instance, you haven't got the waterproof dye ink. If you use the pigment ink and heat emboss it, then it's set and you won't smudge that either.
And Anne Lee on YouTube says, can you recommend any particular brushes to use for painting?
Well, we have the Royal Langnickel
in that collection tonight.
And I'm not, and this is the absolute honest truth. I used to demo in a arts and crafts store, and they had all sorts of brushes, and I used to try out all the different brushes. And the Royal and Langnickel are the only brushes, and still now, that don't shed a single hair. And I know that's a massive thing to say, but they do not one hair comes out of them. And that's what I think creates a really good brush. They wash well, they last for ages. I mean, ours are filthy, our brushes, but it's because they're used for our Pebeo, they're used for all our paints, all our different mediums, and they're still going, and not one shed of hair, which I think is a real good quality brush.
Sign of a great brush, yeah?
It is a sign of a good brush, yeah. There's nothing worse than painting something and having to keep picking the hairs out of it because they've come off your brush, and that will never happen with these ones. It has never happened to me, so I'm sure it won't happen to you.
Carrie is saying the marker case is my absolute... Oh! Hang on a minute, what's going on here? Double points, Fiver Friday, and a crafty countdown. It is time for a craft countdown. You may or may not know how this works, but let me tell you, there is a clock on the screen right there. 19 minutes, 50 seconds is how long you have got to get your hands on the deals, which we are about to show you. If you want to grab them, get them, because these prices will disappear very, very quickly indeed. Like your Spectrum Noir Craft Matte, normally $9.99 or $14.95. $5.59, $8.37 for the next 19 minutes, 28 seconds. Heat resistant, non-slip, I mean, absolutely perfect for crafting on the go. And again, I love the fact that if you haven't got a craft space to craft on, I mean, this, Debbie, is absolutely perfect, isn't it?
Sorry, Ben, was you talking to me? I was getting a demo ready because we don't know when that's going to come. So I suddenly thought, oh, I need to get my demo ready.
I was just saying
for that.
how handy this is. Do you know what? If you're like crafting on the go, if you haven't got maybe you haven't got a glass mat, maybe you haven't got like a a designated craft area. This is a must-have, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. You know what I love it for, Ben? Even if you've got a glass mat, it's brilliant for doing all your messy work.
Yeah.
And then you want to do a bit of die cutting, you can just move it off your mat and start your die cutting. Haven't got to clear up, bring it back when you want to do your messy stuff. Put it away when you want to do your die cutting. Bring it back when you want to do your messy stuff. So it's brilliant.
A lot of people have, like in the past, said that they've used these for their things like their pets as well.
Yeah, their pet mats. Yes,
yeah, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They're absolutely perfect. £5.59 or $8.37 is your platinum price. Also on the show, if you enjoyed the foil press masterclass that we did last week, you may have picked up the foil press. You may have picked up some foil press goodies. We've got the foil stamp die elements decorative borders collection here, saving 50% is the deal. £5.19 or $5.99. Double points on that collection as well. All these double points, even though they're on a Crafty countdown for you. So you get the 3 dies to create those 3 beautiful different designs with your foil press. Also on the Crafty countdown, remember these prices only applicable for the next 17 minutes. Can you believe we are popping into the craft countdown your Spectrum Noir glitter markers, the neon lights collection. If you have been thinking about having a play with these, maybe you've been thinking, I can't like get these, now is the time to do it, because you're getting a 35% saving for the next 17 minutes, and you're going to get £6.23 or $8.81 for this collection. The colours that you're going to get, you can see just down the front here, you've got your neon yellow, violet, blue, pink, your neon orange, and your neon green as well. Jam-packed full of glitter these. So at this sort of price, you might just want to buy these for, I don't know, writing out your Christmas tags this year, doing some embellishments, doing some lettering, but that is an absolute steal of a deal tonight. For that price, I would jump in and grab those, absolutely. Also, check out this for them. I can't believe this. £4. Your Scenic Village stamp and die with 4 elements. That is an £18 set or $20 that you're going to get as a platinum member for £4.30. Well, I said 14 because that's what it should be, or $4.78. It's a really simple process again, this, to be able to create like almost like picture postcards. These. Beautiful. Jump in, and that is a nonsense price. Grab it, but in the next 16 minutes you've got to get it because the price will go back up to where it should be. And then last but by no means least, you might have seen a sneaky peek of these very recently, but certainly not at this price. Your 3D embossing folder and stencil collection, the floral butterfly, £3.99 or $5.18. It is a 60% saving on this collection. Yes, indeed, where you get your beautiful embossing folder and then add to that the 2 layers of stenciling to create an absolutely stunning effect for £3.19 or $4.14. Amazing. If you've been looking for like stocking fillers over the course of the last few weeks, there's a definite, well, that's not a stocking filler really, is it? But it's a stocking filler price. That is an absolute must as well. Well, they all are, to be honest with you, at that price, but you've only got 15 minutes to snap them up. We're going to have a look at a few of these Crafty countdown items with Debbie right now, and we're going to have a look at those glitter markers with the floral butterfly. Now the glitter markers, different to the sparkle brushes for the fact that you've got like a you've got your nib with this, haven't you? Your fine nib.
You've got a bullet nib with this, yeah. So the bullet nib means that you can do your drawing, your intricate, you can colour with them. They are still water-based. The sparkle is very different to these, so I'm going to show you. I cannot believe this folder. I'm going to use the folder. I cannot believe it's $3.99. That's better than the Fiver Friday. I mean, honestly, that's crazy, crazy value. So make sure you get that. Great for presents, great for Secret Santa, stocking fillers, amazing. So the first thing we want to do, I'm going to use that folder with the stencil, but we want to colour our background. So first of all, I'm going to use our Aqua markers to colour the background. So using those, I'm going to just scribble some of this colour. So we've got our beautiful Kingfisher, I believe, no, Aquamarine. So we're going to pop that onto our mat, and then we're going to also use our pink here, which is our magenta. So pop that on our mat, and then we're just going to use our large brush to pick those colours up. So I want to do the red, the pink first, and then we're just going to go over there. So creating, it's quite a light background, but that's exactly what we want, because we want to emboss over. We want to then create, let's add a bit more water to that. We're making a sort of a bit of a messy background, but it'll all come together, I promise you. So just creating that gorgeous background. over the top there. Don't need to be too fussy with that at all, because actually we're going to be covering up most of it. And this is great. So then if I wanted to do some die cutting and splodgy stuff, or get rid of my splodgy stuff, you can then pop that to the side and you've got a nice clean mat, which is great. But we're going to bring that in. I am going to dry it off a little bit, because what I want to do is put it through the embossing folder and send it through my machine. And obviously my machine is an electronic die cutting machine. So I'm just going to make sure that this is dry before I put it in.
Rosalind says the mat's a must-have when you're colouring. Gilmore on YouTube, those glitter markers are spectacular.
Oh, they are.
Don't sort of sit there with mouth wide open, jaw hitting the floor. Grab these deals now. Oh, you can't see the clock, but it's about 13 minutes remaining to grab these deals before the price goes back up again. These are like stocking fillers, right, aren't they? Especially like the glitter markers. Especially, well, the 3D embossing folder and stencil set. Grab these now whilst you can. Amazing deals.
Right, so I'm going to take my folder. Now, on your folder, if you run your hand across both pieces, there is a difference. One piece is raised, so this piece comes upwards. This piece is quite flat because everything goes down. Now, because my card is coloured, I don't want to get the wrong side. So you need to make sure that the piece that's raised is going to push through your card to give the embossed detail. So we're going to pop that on there and place our folder over the top. That way I know I'm getting the embossed detail and not the debossed. So I'm going to grab my plates here. Now, in your Gemini, refer to your user manual if you've got any other die cutting machine, but you need your plastic shim, your magnetic shim, your folder and medium, and then your top plate, and we're going to send that through our machine. So nice and easy, and what that's going to do is going to give us that real sculptured effect from our embossing folder that's $3.99, and actually with 2 stencils as well. It is bonkers, absolutely bonkers. So yeah, a great gift for somebody if you have already got it. So that's given us our embossed detail. You can't see it too clearly, which is where these stencils come into their own. Now this first stencil is the one with the bigger area, so you always lay down your colour for the bigger area first. So what I'm going to do is place this over the top, and then we're going to use our glitter markers in a little bit of a different way. So I'm going to bring them in. I'm going to bring in a blue, and I'm going to bring in this, it looks pink, but it's more of a sort of purple because it's like a violet colour. Yeah. And all I'm going to do, now you need to shake these, you can hear them. They've
shake it to wake it.
Yep, shake it to wake it. What that does is it just creates the glitter and makes sure that it's mixed up with all your paint in there.
Yeah.
So just doing both of those. And I'm going to use it pretty much like you can your normal ones. So we're going to actually pop this down, and actually I'm going to do it on my glass mat because I think you can see it a lot better. Now if you hold it down, can you see you can actually get some more paint coming out.
Oh, okay.
And because it's a hard nib, you can absolutely do this. So it doesn't matter, you can sort of pound it on the glass mat, and then you'll get lots of nice ink coming out there.
I knew these were water-based, but I think this is the first time that I think I've seen these used like this, which is really interesting.
Yeah, so, and then we can do that with our blue. So you can actually, your ink just flows out when you pound it onto here.
You've got 10 minutes left, by the way, on this craft countdown. That's all. I know! Quick!
Right, so we're going to do that. Now, the next thing we're going to do, someone asked me earlier about glycerin and how it works. So I've got a nice big bottle of glycerin, far too big a bottle to what I need. So I have got my little pipette. If you ever need pipettes, they're online, and honestly, they're so cheap. So we're going to just suck a little bit up, and I'm going to put a little bit just beside each one. We really don't need a lot. Let's pop that to the side, clear up my mess. And then all I'm going to do is, I've been doing it earlier so you can see all that sparkle in there. We're going to pick that up. So I'm going to pick up my glycerin, and just, you don't need a lot. You can see that was a tiny little drop.
Pea-sized amount.
Yeah, and then we can pick this up as well. And then we can then go in to our stencil. So I'm going to make sure my stencil is over that embossed detail, so it shows me exactly where it needs to go. But this time what I'm going to do is just very gently sort of pounce onto it here. So you just tap in to get that colour come through, and that's giving us an overlay of colour which is something just a little bit different.
9 minutes.
But you'd be really shocked how much glitter is coming off there.
Yeah.
And it will really show once it starts to dry. It's amazing. And this is such a nice technique to do. And then I'm going to switch out and we're going to do just a little bit of the purple one. So don't need too much of this because I want this to be fairly light, but we want to get that bit of colour over the top. And what it's doing, it's creating our pens into ink pads, so we can stencil through them. If you was to use the pens just on their own, they would be too liquidy.
Yeah.
So what the glycerin does, it helps just by laying down that colour, but not putting too much through, so it won't seep through. So popping that in, and then what I want to do, actually, I'm going to just put a little bit around here as well, just to add some of that extra.
It's a really cool tip though, isn't it? And again,
Yeah,
another
really
great way
nice.
to use your
So when you take
inks.
this away, look at that, we're starting to get that colour, but
Yeah.
actually that's just one layer.
Uh-huh.
So if we then bring in on a next layer,
stencil.
but I also want to just dry that off a little bit, because what we don't want to do is be smudging it. So all the time, just dry your layers. And honestly, when I lift this to the light, when you see the sparkle on it, it is so beautiful. So just making sure that's dry a bit, so we can then place our our next layer over the top.
Good question from Denise, and I was sort of thinking along the same sort of lines. How do we clean the blending tool after using the glycerin? Do you have to clean it differently? Or?
No, with glycerin, it's quite a silky sort of substance, and all you need to do is wash it in warm soapy water.
Oh, same.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't affect it at all, so it's absolutely fine. So this time we're going to go in with, we're using our markers here. I'm going to use an orange. So we're going to do the same.
7 minutes left to get these.
Wow. Yeah, absolutely get in, because they're amazing, honestly.
I'm surprised we're letting you have it for 20 minutes. With these sort of prices, you think like maybe 10 minutes because they're flying.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, we need just a touch more glycerin.
Lots of you telling me that you're going for these glitter markers, and I am not surprised.
Yeah, absolutely. And these really would be the perfect gift.
Yeah.
Because honestly, kids would love
For
them,
the kids as
adults
well,
would love
absolutely
them.
right.
Yeah, your Daisy would love these.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, she would absolutely be in her element with them. Actually, it's just given me a thought for my goddaughter. She would love them as well.
You've got time to get on the phone?
Yeah.
Get on the website.
So this time, it's a lighter colour, but it really gives this orange, because they're neon colours, once they dry, they really give off this beautiful glow. So just pop in some more on there, going through. It's just lovely. I do love this technique, and I love using glycerin. And glycerin you can use with any media, any of your watercolour markers, pens, your tricolours, and obviously your glitter markers, because these are watercolour as well. So taking that away.
Yes.
And we've really, I mean, it is, honestly, it's absolutely beautiful.
Oh, look at the wings.
Yeah, and I'm going to just bring in one. All I did was I marked this. Once it's fully dry, this is how it then shines up. So if I turn it round, I've just put it onto some black cardstock. But it's so pretty. There's so much that you can do with these pens, honestly, and use them in there. But look, if I look at that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, isn't
tilt.
that pretty? Absolutely pretty. And can you see all those little dots all around?
Like at the top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I've done with those, so if I go back to this one, I'm going to use this again. If you go round on your edges, so just go round onto here, it highlights that extra that we've got going round on here. So just adding that in. We can also
5 minutes
take
left.
5 minutes. 5 minutes to get an absolute bargain.
Steal of a deal.
Yeah, and because these have actually got a really good tip on them, you can then sort of take the lid off and you can just do your dots.
Oh, fine.
And they actually really shine, like you can see with those. So it just gives those different effects of what you can do with them. You can write with them.
Yeah.
You can do so much with them if you're good with your handwriting. Yeah, and and these dots really show, they really glitter up.
I remember when we first launched these, Fiona, one of her first comments was like, at the normal price, at $11.99, at $16.95, at that sort of price, you should definitely just buy these, even if you were just going to use them to write your Christmas tags this year, even if you were just going to do like a little bit of lettering. But the fact that you're getting them at, well, a 35% saving at that amazing price for the next 4 minutes, and now you've learned all of these extra techniques as well, even if you were just going to buy them for lettering, embellishment and squiggling, now you can see all of the different things that you can do. And you can sign like an absolute showbiz superstar like our Debbie as well.
Not that I'm any good with writing at all, but you get, when this dries, you get the most intense glitter. What I love about things like this is you can do all those, you know when you see people where they give these swirls, and you get a dot and then a swirl.
Oh, like create your own.
Yeah, and you can do your own borders.
Stuff,
your own frames, and you can do them right round. And then you can go again. So, and the other way as well of doing them is when people do that sort of, when they swirl the corners and then they do it in then another colour, so you can overlap it.
Oh yeah.
So it goes down the corners, and you get a really nice sort of, what's the word, designer effect. But being able to have it like this, and also let me see. Oh, I've got this. Where's the deer stamp? I had the deer stamp at hand.
You nicked it. 3 minutes remaining.
Oh, 3 minutes. You can stamp with these as well. So let me bring in this deer stamp, and I'm just going to pop it onto, let's see if we can find a rocker block. There we go. Let's pop this rocker block on. We are going to use this on the next demo. But what you can actually do is if you go round with your marker on the edges, so just round, these would be amazing with the butterflies and the florals.
2.5 minutes.
So you can go round on here. I'm doing this really quickly. You'll take your time a bit more. And all I'm going to do on this is a really hard technique, which is huffing.
I'm puffing.
And then we can put that down, and that will actually stamp out.
Oh, wow.
That image. Yeah, it's amazing. And then if you wanted to, you could then use your pen, not that pen, I wanted to use my glitter marker. If you use your clear sparkle, you can then bring that colour out and start painting with it. You can actually paint all of that in because you're just drawing out the colour. I mean, I know I'm doing a purple deer, which is a very weird colour.
If you want to do a purple deer, you do a purple deer.
Absolutely, but it's amazing because you've got the clear overlay that's really bringing in that the paint from the outside, which is amazing. And there we go. So we've got our painted deer. I mean, that's amazing, isn't it, that we can do that? So many different ways you can use these sparkle pens. I absolutely love them. They are amazing.
You've literally got 80 seconds remaining to take advantage of these deals. Get them into your basket. If they are in your basket, of course, we'll let you check out, but I'll just quickly recap in the last minute on the deals that you need to get your hands on. The Spectre Noir Craft Mat. This is still available at £5.39 or $8.37. Heat resistant, non-slip. An absolute must-have, but at that price. Also, you need to get your hands on those beautiful decorative borders. If you've got your foil press, if you've taken advantage of that deal last week when we had the masterclass and brought it back, then these need to go into your basket as well. Those 3 beautiful foil stamps for that amazing price, $6.49. Also, for the next 40 seconds, the Scenic Village Stamp and Die Collection. That's an unbelievable price, £18 or $20 down to $4.31 or $4.78. That's a must-have. And the gorgeous butterfly, the embossing folder and the 2 stencils, £3. Just ridiculous, but you've only got 25 seconds to take advantage of these deals. $4.14 if you're platinum. And don't forget, these are a must-have. The glitter markers in the neon. £6.23, $8.81. Final 10 seconds. Get these in your basket. Definitely that. Definitely that. I mean, definitely that. I mean, all of them. Get them in. You've got 5 seconds. If you get them in your baskets, we will give you a chance to check out. But 3, 2, 1, done. Are you right over there? She's died the canter. What have you done? John's going to go mad, isn't he? How did you do that?
I don't know.
Well, We'll give Debbie chances to clear up over there. Never catch me doing anything like that. By the way, lots of you said you love that last technique. Lots of love for the great deals on that countdown, and well done to Lynn who managed to get her order in. Who took advantage of that craft countdown? Let me know in the comments, and I'll tell you what, let's give you a chance to check out your baskets. It's all going on tonight, isn't it, eh? Rock bands, fireworks, crafty countdowns. Head to the checkouts. We'll be back with you in a couple of minutes.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Loads of love for that little crafty countdown coming through. Lindsay just said on Facebook, I've just put my order in and made platinum. Lindsay Atwood's platinum. Yay. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yes, Lindsay. She says, thank you, Debbie, for the brilliant demo with the glitter markers. I've had them a while, but not really used them. I've ordered the butterfly embossing folder, so I'm going to give your technique a go. That is what we are here for. Yes, give these techniques a go. Grab the deals. I would just say as well, I know a lot of you are shopping the web. If you have just joined us, you might not be aware that it's Fiver Friday. Your chance to grab a selection of deals for £5 or $5. Just type in Fiver Friday into the search bar on the website and you'll find all of those deals. There was lots of chat earlier on about some of the potential deals. I don't know whether they're still there or not because loads of you have been shopping it, but get on the web and check that out. Also, check out our Christmas shop, which is now open. You'll find that on the little carousel on the website underneath the bit where you normally watch us. The great thing is about that is that you can search for £10 and under gifts, £20 and unders, £30 and unders. You can search via category. It's all sectioned out brilliantly. If you see items that you love as well, you can copy the link, send it to friends and family. Christmas list done. And also, whilst you're on the website, make sure you check back the 3 p.m. show, the launch show, where everyone was going absolutely ballistic for the ornate screen panels, allowing you to create beautiful panel cards just like this one here. This was actually Debbie's card that she made on the show, which you voted for as the demo of the show. You've got the actual die itself to be able to create the card, then the decorative panels to be able to create the background if you like, and to be able to cut out your papers, and then you've got all of these different characters if you like. You've got your happily ever after, which is your married couple there. There's butterflies in the collection. You also had there the beautiful stained glass windows. I urge you to go back and check it out because it was an amazing show and it's an amazing collection as well. The full bundle launched at 3 o'clock. And if you decide, actually can't quite stretch to the full bundle, you have got a mix and match on that as well. Spend £40, save an extra 10%, but definitely worth going back for on the web. It's been the star of the show, indeed the star of the day today. Also proving really popular on this show are Spectrum Noir glitter brush pens. This is a lovely collection again, and if you like being able to do all of your different watercolor effects, these of course are the pens that are going to allow you to be able to do that, but with a beautiful hint of sparkle as well. Recently repackaged into a wonderful collection of different colours. You've got that beautiful brush nib on there, allowing you to create some beautiful backgrounds, allowing you to be able to blend beautifully too, and you're going to get your 3 sets of your glitter brush pens as well. So if you just want to add a touch of glitter to whatever it might be, you're going to get 3 of those included in that collection as well. The deal on the screen there is for that full collection. However, we do have the clear pens available for you as an individual buy as well, because I know a lot of you have been going for those individually. But if you want to go for that full collection, £40 is the platinum price today, or $52. Double points on all of that, and we'll flash up at the bottom of the screen the details for your clear overlay pens on their own. $12.99 or $16.95 is the deal on that. But again, however it works for you, fill up your baskets. Certainly shop this weekend and take advantage of the double points, which I didn't mention a few moments ago, not just on this show, right across the weekend as well. And we're going to have a look at these sparkle glitter brush pens with our Debbie in just a few moments time. If there's anything that you want to ask about anything on the show, as always, get in touch, get those questions in on Facebook and on YouTube, of course. And as I say, we'll get those questions asked to Debbie over the course of the final hour of the show. One of the questions which I will preempt, because I think it gets asked quite a lot. So we've had a look at the glitter pens a few moments ago, Debbie, in the Crafty Countdown. Mm-hmm. How are these different to those pens?
So the glitter markers are more like a marker, rather than an ink. This is a wet ink, where the glitter pens, they are a wet ink, but they are more for your drawing, more for your colouring in, where the other one's got a brush nib, they've got a bullet nib. So, but they're both water-based, so you can do the same sort of techniques as well with them. Great for stamping, great for drawing, and then spritzing with water as well. So they just, you get a more finer line with them because of the bullet nib as well.
And those clear overlays that you get in the collection, again, as well as we've seen, just allow you to add that sparkle to whatever colour, right?
Anything. So even your alcohol colouring, if you love that, then get some of those sparkles. Think of all your pattern papers, the paisley pattern papers that we just add in. Add your clear sparkle to some of the patterns on it. It looks incredible. Anything that you want to add sparkle to, you can. Your ribbon, you can colour your ribbons and have sparkly ribbons. So yeah, it's those clear pens you're going to use all the time, which is why we do 3 of just clear ones in one pack, because you use them so much.
Yeah, again, it's entirely up to you which way you want to go, whether you want to go for the full collection or if you just want to go for the clear overlays on their own. £40 or $52 is the platinum price on that collection, and details bottom of your screen as well for the clear overlay pens if you want to grab those. Right, we are going to head over to the other side of the studio to do another quick demo. What are you going to show us, Debbie?
Yeah, so we're going to do the that deer now, but we're going to do it with our Aqua Tricolour Aquas. So I've just picked that up. We've got some watercolour cardstock. I've been using watercolour cardstock throughout the whole of the demos because it's the best thing you can use, because it doesn't soak up the water like general cardstock does. So even though our smooth stamping card is quite good for watercolours, it's no good if you really want to wet it. So again, I'm stamping with the waterproof die. Love the fact that it tells you what it is. This deer stamp is so lovely. It's actually called Dear Friends, which is so nice. Yeah, it's a beautiful one here. What we're going to do with this one, again, we're going to apply our Pebeo Big Gilding Gum. Gilding Gum.
Gilding Gum.
It's not gilding gum at all. Drawing gum.
Drawing gum. I had to think to myself what it was called then for a second. Drawing gum.
So if anyone didn't see before, the drawing gum is a rubber, well, it's a liquid substance that was water-based, which means we can paint directly onto our image. A little bit too much there, so I can just guide that down. And what it's really good for is applying over an image and then being able to do a background and enabling you not to put any ink onto your image that you've stamped down. So just popping it all over, you can see how quick it goes on. I love the fact that it's blue, so you can see exactly where you've gone, and you can go right up into that line and then adding that in. Now you don't want too much. You can see that one paint bit that I had on my paintbrush, I've been able to do that whole image. I don't want to go back in with any more because I had plenty there. So once you've done all that, these are washable, so you literally on your normal brushes, I can use this again, you just put it into there and wash it away, and it completely cleans your brush, so it's absolutely fine to use. So we're going to, once you've let that dry, I'm going to bring in my image here. So I've got one that I've already put it onto, and that's completely dry.
Yeah.
Because the next thing I want to do, I want to bring in some pens. So I've got my, oh, I've lost my, where's that one gone? Cool blue, must be, there it is. So I'm bringing in my tricolours now. So that we've got the tricolours. Have we got all the tricolours on the show, or is it just
got the tricolours? Yeah, we've got 12.
Yeah, all of them.
Features
Yes,
and 12. Yeah, all 12. Yeah.
I just wanted to check before I started saying the colours. So yes, we have them all. So these ones, I've got the cool marine, the earthy neutrals, and the rich florals. So you've got these in all the different packets that you'll get on the show. They're amazing to use.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is we're going to create our background. So I'm going to use this really lovely bright pink here, which is just purple. It's called purple. And then I'm going to use it with the blue. So I want to do a really nice bright blue, so I'm going to use the aquamarine, and you can see how bright and vibrant these colours are.
These are on a buy 3 get 1 free bundle as well today. So you get your floral meadow, you've got your colour basics and your essential neutrals, and you get your great outdoors for free, which is rather marvellous, isn't it?
It is rather marvellous.
Rather marvellous.
Right, now I want to get this quite wet.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spritz my card as well. So just give it a little bit of a spritz over the top. And then I'm going to actually bring in, I've got a little cup, I went and pinched some salt from the...
I wonder what you were doing in the cafe earlier on.
Yes, exactly, because I want to make a really sort of wet background. So I'm going to start off with using my blue at the top.
Yeah.
And just lay that colour down.
Oh, so is this going to be this technique with the salt, but because normally it's with like rock salt, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. But you could just do, I didn't have no rock salt,
right.
So all I've done is pinch some normal salt. But I did use normal salt because it doesn't matter what salt you use, you get a different effect.
Yeah.
So what this one does, and spring it, you can see straight away, can you see all those little dots where that is?
Yeah.
That is going to create a completely different effect.
I kind of like that.
It's really
like
nice.
The smaller sort of fragments of salt.
I'm going to bring this in. So if I bring this in, can you see we've got really small amounts. So it doesn't matter that you're using, whether you use rock salt. What normal salt does is it makes little tiny fragments in there, and it looks really cool, doesn't it? It almost looks like it's in a sort of snowy blizzard, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely right.
Which looks really cool. So you just leave that to completely dry. Once that's dry, you can rub that away like I've done on this one, and then you can, and then we can paint our deer. So I'm going to just pop those all out of the way and make sure we just clean up our mess here.
The drawing gum, star of the show tonight, 30% of the stock of that has gone, by the way. So if that is in your thoughts tonight, then make sure you grab it. Elizabeth just saying, ordered my first Pebeo gum, if I'm asking. Dana saying, what neat techniques I need to remember to play with these stamps, and colouring ideas as well. I think one thing you can definitely take away from the show tonight is that you need that drawing gum in your life. Because it's super pretty, isn't it? To create all these different effects.
It is. It's amazing, honestly. And it really does sell out. We never know then when we're getting it back in. So if you want to try it, make sure you grab it tonight.
So you're still on the tricolours, aren't you?
Yeah, still on the tricolour. So this one is our earthy neutrals.
Yep.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, earthy neutrals. And I'm using our That's been rubbed out. Oh, desert and chestnut.
Desert and chestnut, yeah.
Desert and chestnut, and we've got topaz there as
Yes,
well.
that's
but
your
I want
earthy
to use
neutral,
the
yeah.
lighter colours. Now, the other thing you do, and I'm going to do that actually, I'm going to bring in my sparkle pen, because this is even less messier. If you use your clear sparkle, you can pick up directly from your brush. Now, it doesn't matter if it stains the end of your brush. It won't make the use of it any different. It just means it might be a little bit stained. And I'm just going to go in and paint our deer. So popping that over. And I want to do it, I'm going to do it all this colour to start with, and then we can start blending in our other colour. So I want to put just a little bit of light around places, so we're getting a little bit of shadow. And it is just a case of just marking some little light areas.
You're so good at this. I just think it's just brilliant to watch. I mean, because I've had a little play with me tricolours over here, and I'll probably have a little play again later on. But
Yeah,
it's like fascinating to watch all of these different things that you can do, and I just think this is absolutely brilliant. So this time, rather than mixing on the mat, you're now adding layers bit by bit, right?
Yeah, adding those layers in. Now that come out quite dark, and I don't want it so dark, so I'm just going to use my mat here to brush that off, pick up a little bit more, and then we can start going in again. But I can then take that off to blend that in, so it just doesn't give me that harsh colour. And look how well it's blended into that next colour. And it just adds that sort of fawny colour that you would expect the sort of deer to be, because they have different textures in their fur.
Yeah.
And then we can just, and because I've got a constant flow of sparkle, it's easy then to be able to blend that in. And if at all you get to the stage where you're running out of sort of a little bit of fluid, you've got a push on each side, you just put your fingers on each side and give that a little push. We'll just pop that there, you can see, and then that starts coming out again, and that fills up my barrel again, and now that will last for quite a while. So I'm going to go back in with that darkness, got a little bit much there. We're going to just come round the back.
Do you find it easier to use the clear overlay pens as opposed to a brush?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's my favourite thing to do.
Yeah.
I love using it. I think it's just amazing. Yeah, absolutely. So let's just colour his ears in, a little bit more blending around the side. And there we go. We don't need to do a lot more to him. I'm quite liking how he's looking. We can come in and give him a bit more sort of red. But he's lovely, isn't he? Really lovely deer, this one. So once we've done that, let's start. Oh, and there's one thing else I wanted to do as well. I've actually got in that same step with the deer friend, you've got the tree stamps as well. So now we've done this background, we can start going in with our trees. So all I'm going to do is mark this. So we're going to pop our, I'm going to put one of our trees there. We'll put another one just up there, so it looks like in the background. And we'll place them onto our stamping platform. And this is a great way of being able to ground your stamps. And I'll show you what I mean. So let's pop that into place and give those a stamp. Yeah, so don't ever feel like you can't go in afterwards and add them. And I haven't got a black stamp, so what I'm going to have to, I'm going to see if I've got I was hoping I might have a black, oh yes I have, which is really good to use. So we've got a black pigment ink, so that will give the most amount of black down in one go.
Dieta just saying, love the clear sparkle glitter brush pens. I always have at least 3 in my crafting stash. Also, the jars of sparkle inks are great too. Dieta also saying, I save my empty glitter pens and I use them for other things.
Ah.
And Alison saying, I love the gum, just bought my 3rd jar. I lost one but nearly used my other, so I have a new one ready.
Oh,
can't
lovely.
be without it.
No.
A good question as well from Corbetel about the sparkle pens, saying best way to store them. Do you store them nib down?
The sparkle pens doesn't matter.
No.
Doesn't matter at all, because you shake them to wake them. So it doesn't matter where they are, you will be able to use them. So I'm just going to put, I feel like it just needs that extra bit of tree on the end there. So I'm just going to pop that down and use that. So you can see how well the pigment ink pads are the best thing to use for overlaying onto any colours, because they're opaque, so they will go through. So let's take that out. I wanted that bit. That doesn't matter. I'm being fussy, aren't I?
I like it.
Right. So once you've done that, it looks like they're just walking in nothing. So we want to give it a little bit of grounding, and this is where we can bring our pen in and we can actually go direct. So I'm going to bring. Where's my sparkle brush? Let's have the sparkle brush there. We can actually put some sort of foot markings and then come in with the sparkle brush, and we can just give that a little bit of shading. So it looks like he's actually walking onto something.
That's so clever.
Yeah. And then we can do the same with the trees. So we can sort of come over there.
The naming the deer in the gallery. We've been down that line before, haven't we? Paul was a horse.
Joe didn't like that.
What?
Joe didn't like that.
He didn't like Paul the horse?
No.
Why not?
He said, oh, I suppose you had to be there. He was being a right spoil sport.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, boo!
I know, boo, Joe.
Ah. Were you trying to like relay the whole thing to him, and then he was just like, wasn't.
Well, I suppose you had to be there, he said.
We thought it was hilarious, so that's the main
hilarious,
thing.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. Right, so we are going to do a card with this one because it would be a shame not to put him onto something. So I'm going to mat and lay. I've just got some really pretty papers here. Papers, I believe I got them out of my gnome collection that we had on yesterday. Tape pen. Let's just grab that, and then we can mat and layer him up.
Apparently the horse was renamed...
So what was he renamed?
Mayo.
Mayo?
Yes, because apparently, you say my jokes are bad, because mayonnaise. Do you get it? Because it's mayo.
I do get it, yeah.
Mayonnaise.
Did you rename it?
Huh?
Did you rename it?
I didn't rename it. Apparently that was a comment sent in on a show earlier this week. And they said that they should rename the horse from Paul to Mayo because mayonnaise. You know, I'm not laughing.
Funny.
You know, I'm not laughing. I'm definitely going to use that as one of my own further down the line. Paul the horse, it's always going to stick. Whether Joe likes it or not. Oh, make sure as well, when he's back on Monday, you tell him of his new name. We've printed him out a little tag.
Oh, that's so funny.
Over the course. So Nicola, who works in our production office, she's got like a little tag maker, and she's always going around sticking names on, normally on their water bottles. She's always sticking names on my water bottles, and everyone else's. So we've printed off one for Joe.
She's never done me one.
Has she not?
No.
Ah, we'll have words. She won't be in tomorrow.
Yes.
It would just be the fish, wouldn't it?
I know. And Nicola, she was the one that first started calling me that. Fish.
The fish?
Yep.
Or Giggles.
Yep.
Giggles McFish. Giggles McFish.
I sound like I should be on Nemo or something.
Giggles McFish, Nemo. Yeah, Finding Nemo 3 with Giggles McFish. Oh yeah, so anyway, yeah, we've printed off a sticker for him because we've said he's obviously shaved his beard off, right? And so he's Joe, but he doesn't really look like Joe. He sort of resembles Joe. So Joe's new nickname is Joe Resemblance.
It's brilliant.
Rather than Joe Remblance. And actually his surname is spelled similar to, it is Resemblance, just without the S and the E, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very similar. Yeah,
so we printed him off a sticker. So when Nicola sees him on Monday, she's going to give him the sticker, put it on his water bottle, and he shall, for at least the next month, be known as Joe Resemblance until he grows his beard back. And goodness knows how long that's going to take. Because he's definitely grown it back, he's told me. He says he feels naked.
Yeah, I want
without his beard on. Did he look younger though? I saw a picture of him with
yeah, he does look younger.
With Becky and Debbie.
Most people do, don't they, without a beard, look younger. John looks younger as well.
Oh, John.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does look like a little baby face.
Yeah, Jake's literally, I think he's gone back to nappies.
Well, to be fair, he's not long out of them, is he, Jake? Anyway, he's a young pup, isn't he? He's a young'un.
Yeah, we take care of our little Jake.
Oh, bless him.
I say our little Jake towers above me.
Yeah. I was going to say, most people do, don't they?
Oh, that's very true, I'll take it.
But you're only little, aren't you?
I am only little. I like being little. I don't mind being
We've got
little.
some tall peeps in the office.
So we've got, for a dear friend, these come on the stamp set, and never lose your sense of freedom. And there we go, look at that. How beautiful is that? Actually looks quite Christmassy, doesn't it?
And it really does. It's sort of Christmassy / almost sort of quite fairy tale-esque.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
With that background. Love it. I love that salt technique as well. First time I've seen it with like the sort of shaker salt rather than the rock salt, and I think it works absolutely brilliantly. Loads of you love that demo as well. Beautiful work on the colouring, says Deborah, and the deer looks beautiful, says Sarah K on YouTube. If you want to get this collection, it comes, the little deer is that one there, and he comes in the Dear Friend collection, which is part of the Sparkle Ink Stamp collection. 34 elements in total. Love the beautiful mermaid that you're going to receive in this collection as well. I was just thinking, is there a McGiggles the fish there? No, just a starfish. You've got your beautiful flamingo there as well, which I think is a beautiful stamp. Flamingo Paradise, palm trees and leaves, and paradise is wherever you are. And then you've got the beautiful unicorn included in there as well. Mix and match these up, why not? But literally, if you are looking to start your colouring journey, then jump in and grab these. Get some of the pens that we've got tonight. Grab either the Sparkle Ink Stamp collection or that previous Butterflies and Florals, and you are away on your colouring journey. £10.40 platinum, $15.20 is the platinum price if you're shopping with us in the US. This next collection, you know me, whenever this one comes to town, I get very excited because it's so much fun. It's literally a collection which is going to put a smile on anyone's face. And we are doing it tonight at the best price ever. Yes, ever. Ever.
Ever.
Ever. Ever. Forever, ever. It's the Twirling Character Stamp and Die collection. 79 elements in total here. Look at that price today. 25 quid, $34, platinum is £20 or $27.20. This is one of those take it or leave it prices today, because if you don't jump in and grab this now, you are seriously missing a trick for one of the most fun collections. With each of the characters, you've got your front and back of your character, so you've got our little Buzzy Bee here. He comes with his own little aperture, and then you've got the ability to be able to cut out all of the detailing there as well. Use a bit of cotton or that invisible thread, thread your character into your aperture, and then before you send your card to the recipient, give your character a little wind up. I'll show you on some of these cards in just a second, and then when they open it up, your character will spin and twirl around like a whirling dervish, and it is just a brilliant concept. Be happy, be brave, be amazing, be you. And as we go through the collection, you've got a whole host of different characters in this set. This one here is your Twirling Birdie. He comes with a little letter, and his little aperture is a heart, but if you decide that you want to maybe pop the little cat into the heart, you can do. You can mix and match these around. What I love about this collection the most, I think, is that the fact that we've not just given you a whole host of characters and then maybe like a circle aperture or a square aperture. We've obviously put the thought into going, well, do you know what? Wouldn't it be great to put the cat inside a fishbowl aperture? Absolutely it would. And again, the sentiments that come with it are great. The dog did it, looking perfect, looking pawsome, looking or feline pawsome. And then you get the little fish to pop in the fishbowl as well, should you wish to. We've got the rabbit in there as well. I always think that's almost like a comic book splat, that particular aperture. Hip hop array, thank you, and this bunny loves you. You've also got the dog in here. I mean, how cool is that? You've got the dog house aperture. Again, really beautiful stamps, really fun and quirky sentiments to go with that collection too. And then again, more little added elements. He's got a little bow and his little ball to chase there too. There's the beautiful elephant with the balloon aperture. Again, great perhaps if you're looking for new baby cards. This one comes with celebrations, hugs, surprise, big day, and then no collection really would be complete without a little unicorn who comes with his pennant aperture. Got the little rainbow going on there as well. Have a wonderful day, have a magical day, have a wonderful time. And then we are back to the bee. And then this is how it really works. If I just, is this one wound up? I don't think he is. But the little elephant I've got here, give him a little wind up. And then before you send him off, it'll be like this. And then when you open it up, hopefully, whee! You get a little spin going as well, which is super cute. Can I just spin the little? I'll just spin the little doggy as well, maybe. Give the little dog a spin. Oh, this one looks like a little a little spaniel. Looks a bit like Charlotte's dog. This one actually. So there you go, our little doggy. Oh, I'd span him around too quickly. But it looks super, super cute. And you can just decorate these up with all of the other additional elements. Should we do one more? This little birdie. Sending good thoughts. Here we go, right there. Ready? Whee! Literally the most fun collection you're ever going to get. And for £20 or $27, these are a must, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're beautiful, aren't they? They're really lovely. I love them.
Double points on these as well. I'm just spinning the unicorn round one more time. Right there. Hold the line, please, caller. And then finally, ready? Oh, a bit of a slow burner, that one. But you get all of those included in that collection. 50% off, best price we've done that set for. So make sure you jump in and grab it tonight.
Is it not the bunny?
Huh?
Is there a bunny?
The bunny's in there?
Oh, I don't have a bunny one.
Oh. Do you want to? Oh, no, I can't because I've only got the...
Tracy, do we have a bunny? A bunny.
The bunny?
A bunny of
The bunny of the Twirling
dies.
characters.
Yes. I don't have a
there's
bunny.
no bunnies down here.
The bunny?
The bunny's
Where's the
disappeared.
bunny? Just
Oh.
check. Let me
No,
just
I'll tell you what, I'll read some comments out. We're looking for a bunny. Anyone seen the bunny at all? We are going to have a look at these with that bunny in just a few moments. Pammy just saying, I love the twirling characters. Lots of you chatting about this collection as well. Tell everyone else why you love the collections on the show tonight. And by the way, if you have just joined us, don't forget it is Fiver Friday. So still the opportunity for you to grab those deals on our website. Loads of deals, £5, $5. But that runs out, of course, at the end of today because tomorrow will be Saturday. We've got our Christmas shop open for you as well. Yeah, I know, that's a bit of a newsflash, isn't it? Friday, then Saturday. Christmas shop is open as well. Head to the website, have a look in there. Beautifully all laid out for you with loads of Christmas deals, Christmas items, £10 and under, £20 and under, £30 and under, luxury gifts. It is all there for you. And of course, if you have just joined us, it's double points right across this weekend as well. Lots more to look forward to tomorrow. Play your crafts right. Jan is going to be here joining me for that. And we have got a craft along tomorrow from 11 o'clock East Coast, which is our Masquerade collection. So if you've got that, stand by, check the socials for everything that you'll need to be able to jump in and take part in that craft along. The bunny has hopped off, says Sarah Kate. Well, funnily enough, he's hopped back in again, hopefully. Boing, boing, boing. Have you got your bunny?
He's come back home.
I think he went off for a carrot. It might have been the fireworks. He got a bit scared by the fireworks,
yeah.
but he's back now. Debbie's tempted him back with a carrot.
I do hope all the little puppies and animals are all good out there.
Do you know what?
They get frightened.
I'm exactly the same, and it's a weird one with my dog, who every other day of the year is a complete wimp. He's scared of everything.
Yeah.
He's scared of. I've seen him run out of a room before because a fly's gone in there. I've seen him on occasions as well. What time is it? 8:20. He's done this, and then he's ran off and scared himself. No word of a lie. No word of a lie. He's scared of his own flatulence, my dog. Honestly, it's the funniest thing. He sat there. But he's not bothered about fireworks. Figure that one out. Scared of everything but the noise of fireworks.
Well, we used to have 2 German Shepherds and one really big boy one.
Yeah.
And he was scared stiff of fireworks. And he would actually never got on the settee normally, well, ever, apart from when the fireworks went off. And he would literally bury his head right in the settee as if he was just trying to hide, and he hated it. And then we had a bitch German Shepherd, and she loved them. Every time they went, she'd jump up in the air as if she wanted to catch them. Yeah, she loved them. And then we had a little Shih Tzu who was terrified of them. But a couple of years ago, she's gone now, bless her. But she went deaf. She lost her hearing, which was the best thing that could have happened to her when the fireworks went off, because she didn't take no notice of them at all.
It's a funny one, isn't it? I think maybe, pets are like humans in a way, really, aren't they? For the fact that some of them like it, some of them don't. My daughter, for example, I mean, I'm not here tomorrow night because we're going to our village firework display. George Akid's going to be in tomorrow from 7. But yeah, my daughter, she's she can take them or leave them, because again, she doesn't really like the loud bangs too much. But whatever way, if you're here in the UK, have a safe bonfire weekend, and always go to one of the organised displays as well. You right, Debbie?
Yeah, I think I need to apologise.
No, you're all right. You don't have to apologise about anything.
Apparently, some people don't call their female dogs the B word.
They do here in the UK.
Yeah, they do in the UK. So I just wanted to, just in case. Yeah,
it's very common in the UK, the B word.
Yes,
but it's funny how things sometimes don't go across the pond. I didn't know that either, if I'm being honest with you. I didn't know that either. But you learn something new every day, didn't you? You learn something new every day.
Right, so what I've done here, now what you have to do is just turn your die around. Oh, I don't think I've got that in the right place. Yes, I have, look at that, perfect.
Yes.
So what you do is you turn your die the opposite way around, and then when they come together, so like this, you've got your back of your die and the front of your die. I mean, how cute is that? Such a lovely little character. Now, we've stamped them using our waterproof die. So we've done that, and we're going to colour him using our tricolour markers. So I'm going to just pop the stamps back on so I don't lose them. So pop them on there, and then I'm going to bring in my glitter pen, my clear sparkle again, and I'm going to use the grey. So this one is the grey neutral, and we're going to pop some onto here. I'm going to do two colours again. So we're going to do our mid colour and the darker one, and then I'm just going to pick that up with the glitter marker, and we can go straight onto him. So nice and easy. And then we can go in for the darker one and start adding in that shading.
What I love about these as well is the fact that you've got all these different characters, and of course you're getting them for your twirling aspect, aren't you? But I guess you could use these on your penny sliders.
Yep.
You could use these on your little pop-up boxes when you create your little scenes. I mean, you could use these anywhere else. Little tags.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Even like your peekaboo, you could use them as that.
Oh,
one peering over and one looking the opposite way. So if you think if you had an aperture, this one could be looking through the aperture, and
That's
that one could be looking
idea.
sort of back at it.
Yeah.
They could be playing tennis, couldn't they?
It was volleyball. Anyway.
Although he looks a bit defiant with his arms. He looks like he's got his arms behind the back. I'm not playing.
I don't want to play volleyball. I want to play football. For those of you who have no idea what we're talking about, go back. When was that? Was that last night?
Last night,
Go back to last night's show, which was, Cartload, wasn't it, of course. Lots of people were messaging me today about the whole the volleyball forest team, which we now can't unsee in the watercolour Christmas collection. No, I can't unsee that rabbit going, I'm not playing. Nobody wants to play with me. Yeah.
There we go. He'll have a little pink towel as well. So look at that. I mean, nice, quick, simple, but coloured beautifully, and they've got that gorgeous sparkle. So we've got our little bunny all ready to go. Next, we're going to be bringing in our, so I've got some string here. I've tied it round some cards so I wouldn't lose it. And then we've got some other pieces. So what we're going to do is create this little card. I've got what I want to do is create an aperture in the card, because you get that aperture die, like Ben said, with all of them. So this one, this is like a firework. It's like it's bursting through like it's been doing tonight.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stick this piece of paper, because this is paper stock, paper more than card stock. This one comes from, I do know it, and now I've got to think. Nature's Garden spring
Time.
No.
Spring.
What is it called?
Nature's Garden.
Nature's Garden. Was it just springtime? Maybe someone will let us.
Someone let us know. First
It was
person to get that
definitely
right
that
on the
one.
comments. Give yourself a pat on the back. First one to come
Yes.
through with that. Thank you for all the comments coming through as well, that you're enjoying tonight's proceedings here at Crafters TV with the general chat about the B word and the flatulent dogs as well. I mean, we cover everything here. We cover everything here, absolutely. If you are looking for craft, fun and general #bants, you've come to the right place. And Rhonda's just said, OMG, not the tennis thing again. Ah, yes. We had to bring that up, didn't we?
I know, I'm sorry.
I think this is my favourite aperture though, the one with the bunny. I wouldn't say necessarily the bunny's my favourite character in this collection. I think maybe the dog, but I think the bunny's got the best aperture. But the great thing is, of course, you can switch the different characters around. Change Spring Fever.
Don't remember it being called Spring Fever, but it could be. Nature's Garden. Is it
Spring-
Spring is Sprung?
Springy
Was it called
Sprung?
Spring is Sprung? No. It had a welly boot, it had welly boots in it, it had a stamp with a label with an umbrella. Spring is in the air.
Who got that? Gilmore!
That's the one.
You were the first in at the Erin Saw. Give
well
yourself
done. Pat on the back.
Congratulations.
That's funny. Right, so I will give you the measurements of the card just for anyone that wants to know. This is 11.5 inches. I've scored at 6 inches and 3 inches, and then I've just done, in fact, that's 2 3/4 inches, so that's 1/4 of an inch on the edge, just to give me this little panel. And then also I want to put a piece of card behind, so we've got this one that's going to go on the inside. So I'm going to stick that down. It's best when you're doing a card like this where it has these score lines in it, you absolutely want to use paper stock rather than card stock.
Love that reverse.
Because it would, yeah, it's good, isn't
That's
it?
really
That
funky.
brick wall. We could have used the brick wall actually, but I quite like the florals. I'm a bit of a floral girl. Yeah, it's a lovely pad, this one. I get it out every so often. So I'm just going to make sure. Yes, but did you not remember that one?
must have been before me. Was it or not? Well, it must have been. I don't remember it. But then again, I don't remember most things.
I didn't think it was that old, but it could be. I don't know why, but that doesn't seem to want to. I'm going to take that up and then put it over. Doesn't seem to want to settle very well. That's better. There we go. So, and then we're going to attach that to here. But before I do that, I want to put my bunny in the centre. And also, let's just pop our little flowers around the edges.
What do you tend to use for your twirling? Do you use like cotton thread or?
Yeah, I think cotton thread is really good because it just twirls really well. Just make sure that you use it so it's quite tight.
Yeah, you want the tautness there, don't you? You don't
Yeah.
want a floppy twirler.
No, you don't want a twirler. And it's easy to pull out, so you really don't want it to come away. So make sure that you secure it in place really well. Even some of our samples, that I think we've twirled them so much, some of them have started to come away.
Gilmore, I'm pleased that you've just messaged us saying pat, pat, pat. Well done. A surprise.
Yep, we like that.
And Lynn's saying, you all have got a lot to answer for when it comes to brain games. No, I cannot get the volleyball. I don't know, you're not reading it angrily. I don't know why I'm reading it angrily. No, no, I cannot get the volleyball pics out of my head. And also, I was sat at work this morning with guess what going through my head.
Oh, I know.
Foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll.
Hey! Absolutely. We haven't got any, which is why I haven't been bringing it out to use it. So.
Now I feel like this time, and when we sang it yesterday, it was a little bit contrived. Normally it's quite easy to do because you see it quite a lot, but I feel the last 2 times we kind of forced it in. But it's good to get it in at least once in a show, I feel. You know, it's nice to have a bit of a sing along.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, so I've got my thread here. So what I am going to do is just get it to the end and make sure I've got enough thread and snip that off. This is like see-through thread, can't even see it. See-through thread.
See-through thread.
See-through thread. Didn't say that very well, did I?
The Invisible Man. See-through Fred.
Silly Fred.
Who's out the door? It's the Invisible Man. Tell him I can't see him. Oh.
You are so funny.
You're silly.
You're such a cartoon character.
Yeah, makes me laugh. You think I'm a
Right,
character.
so we're popping that through the centre there.
Yep.
And then I'm just going to make sure that we've put plenty of glue on there to hold that all together and hold that on the inside so that doesn't slip out. And then because it's exactly the same die, it's going to fit perfectly over the top.
Beautiful.
So we will pop those together. So right on top there, and the next one. And I'm just gonna press that in, warming it up a bit so that really sticks in. And then when we pop this in, I'm gonna make sure that we put tape here. So what I'm gonna do is put some tape on there, but we're gonna then cover it up because we don't want that to be sticking onto anything else, but we want to make sure that that is secure. So pop in that side, got to make sure you get that right in the center as well. So there we go, popping that into there, and then, and then putting some more over the top, and then we're going to do the same at the bottom. I'm going to just bring that round and find the end.
So you're just sticking it on with your tape pen, and then putting another
my
layer
yes.
on the top of it.
So pop it with your tape pen, so we've got that, so that's right in the centre, that's quite taut.
Yeah.
And then I'm making sure I put another layer of glue over the top. And then
start up again, the fireworks.
And then what we're going to do, I just want to use my scissors, and we're going to just come in. I'm just going to use this piece here, and all I'm going to do is pop that down. Not that you will see this, but it just makes it a bit neater on the inside. Put that over the top, and then we can, oh, I've got my fingers stuck, and then snip that away. And then we're going to do the same onto this side. Pop that there. And make sure you really rub that down, because that'll then stay really secure in there. And then all we're going to do is this tab here, we want to attach to the other side. So fold that down, put your tape or your wet glue on, whichever you like to use, and then fold that over. And that will go onto that edge. And then all I've got is a little bow. I've got these bows here, which we're going to pop on. And again, you can stamp these out and have them. We're going to put a little bow on her hair there. And we're going to put one on the back as well. So she's got a bow in the back and the front of her hair. And then I've just got, oh, I don't know what I've done with them. Oh, it doesn't matter. I've got one to fit. Oh, they're right in front of me. I'll say I've got a bow. And this bunny loves you. So we're just going to pop that on there, onto the front. So pop that onto there. So we're keeping it nice and simple, but it's just such a nice one to use. And then put our bow there. And then all you do is before you put it into your envelope, if you just keep twisting it.
Yeah.
And then when it comes out, so I'm just gonna, pop that, just do a little bit more.
I want to make sure it gets a good spin.
Yeah, get a
when you
good
open
spin.
it up.
So you've got him onto there, and then when we pop that, he will then spin.
That was a good spin. You can tell that's a fresh one.
There, how cute is that? So lovely.
Oh, honestly, it's a lovely, lovely collection. I'll just quickly whiz through and show you the characters again. 50% off you're getting here, and it's the best price that we've done it for. I think, again, the kind of collection that the kids are going to like crafting with, the kind of collection that the grandkids will want to craft with as well. And again, super, super achievable, all of these projects as well. Lots of different characters, and as I said, you get your stamps and your dies for each of the characters. You get a set of sentiments which are relevant to the particular character as well, which I think is so cool, and then the different shaped apertures. But you can mix and match these around as well. So from that beautiful bumblebee to our lovely little twirling bird there, who's sending joy, good thoughts and love and much more. Beautiful little heart aperture for things like your Valentine's cards. For any cat and dog lovers as well, brilliant. You know, if you love to be able to make cards, perhaps as a local animal shelter or an animal charity that you want to be able to help raise funds for, these would be perfect for doing that. See what I did there? You got your cat, your goldfish, and the beautiful goldfish bowl there as well. Easy Rabbit that you just saw in that last demo there, your twirling bunny, really cool aperture with that sort of comic book effect going on there. It reminds me of like the Batman comics, you know, with the kapow, bam, wham, hip hip hooray, thank you, and this bunny loves you. There's your dog, who of course, his little aperture is that dog house. Again, all of the added elements, the ball, the bone, the dog house there too. The cat did it. I woof you. You've got the beautiful elephant who's got his little balloon there as well. Celebrations, thanks, hugs, big day and surprise. And then you've got your unicorn as well. It comes with that, that pennant die. Have a wonderful day. Have a magical day. Have a magical time. This is a £55 collection, or almost $70 normally. £25 today, $34. Everyone's saving £30 or $35. £20 if you're platinum, or $27.20. Other goodies, I just do want to remind you as well about the earlier show, but if you bought some pens this evening, or indeed if you are looking for ways to be able to store pens that you've already got because they're all over the place, we have got lots of storage solutions for you on the show. The Spectrum Noir Universal pen trays, 6 trays in total. The great thing about these is you can stack them how you like. You can build them on top of each other. You can go side to side should you wish. It's entirely up to you, but it's a 20% saving on that collection tonight. £12.79 or £15.97 is your platinum deal, and everything with double points. We've also got your really handy carry case, 48 marker storage. This one is for your tri-blends or your tri-colours. Plenty of storage around the back as well with this one, so if you want to pop in things like your it's quite a deep pocket actually, so you could probably get little bits of card in there or more of your tools around the back. But then inside, once you open this up, all of your pens stored absolutely beautifully, and not only great for transporting all of your pens, but the great thing is you can actually take the center panel out. So if you want to use this like on your craft desk, it sits absolutely beautifully. This is bigger for the bigger pens, if you like. So for your tri-blends, for your tri-colours, you can get those in 48 of those. This will carry. If you're looking for a bigger case to store things like your classics, your illustrators in, this is the one. So it's 72 markers. This isn't for things like your tri-blends though, it's for the shorter markers, the sort of regular size ones. £19.19 or £25.57, which is an amazing buy. I mean, that's a super price tonight. Double points on all of these as well. And then if you just want to go completely to town, you have got your universal storage case as well, which you can get a whole host of pens. You can pop your trays in there. I want to say, is it 18 that you can fit in there? I'll have to look it up. Details are on the website, but you can fit a huge amount within that particular carry bag. And the price tonight, again, is a 20% saving for everyone, with another 20% coming off if you're platinum. £31.99, $38.37 is the deal there. Lots of love for that Twirling character card just then. They're just saying, such a cute card. Would be so cute for a new baby card. 216 markers that universal carry case will hold, or 42 ink pads. Eleanor just saying, I love that bee. He's so happy, absolutely. And Eleanor has just said, Ben probably would be a great entertainer for children's birthday parties. Would it surprise you to learn that I've already done that back in the day? But listen, let's give you time to check out your baskets. We've got 15 minutes left on the show, so get cracking. Also, by the way, Fiver Friday, Christmas shop is open, and if you haven't had a chance to look at launch day from earlier on, please do, because that brand new launch of the ornate panel dies you must absolutely get, and some brilliant storage solutions on that show as well. You can head back, shop the show, check out all of Debbie's demos, and delve in and grab the deals on that show, because you'll absolutely love them. Right, time to check out your baskets. We will come back in 2.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, $1 or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Achieve crisp, precise, and perfect die cutting results every time with the Gemini Accessories Plastic Shim. The idea behind the plastic shim is that it creates a thicker plate combination, offering an even more precise die cutting result with each pass. Simply pop a plastic shim between your cutting plates and then roll through your Gemini die cutting machine and voila! An amazing precise cut every time. Plastic shims work really well with detailed or thin metal dies. So if intricate cutting is your thing, then the Gemini Accessories plastic shim is your best friend. There are plastic shims sized to work with a whole range of Gemini machines. We have some awesome deals going, so visit Crafters Companion website and find out more.
Lots of love for the case I've just shown you. Bargain on our storage as well. The other thing, which I'll just very quickly mention, the storage from earlier on, our power pack, which you'll find on the launch day show. Steal of a deal there, where you get that, plus you're going to get 15 of your little pockets and your magnetic storage in there as well. 15 of those included for an unbelievable price. Check out launch day earlier from that, where we launched the ornate panel dies too. You can see how to create that beautiful card, which is actually our demo of the show. You potentially get to vote on that in just a bit. And also you'll get the chance to buy that collection as well. Check it out. Make sure you have a little look. Speaking of votes, let's get you to vote on your demo of the shoe because we've got lots to do in the next 12 minutes. So recap us, please, Debbie, on the amazing makes you've done in this show.
Yeah, not too many because we're doing lots of techniques, but our first one was our floral one, so number 1. Number 2 was our sparkle, if I bring that up so you can see the sparkle in there, our sparkly butterfly. And number 3 is our hello dear, or dear friend, for a dear friend.
Oh, 1, 2 or 3. I reckon you've probably got about 3 minutes to get your vote in. Sorry. 3. Been a lot of that tonight. 3 minutes to get your vote in on Facebook and on YouTube. No, not with me. I mean, because I was doing oh, never mind.
I thought you meant.
I haven't. I haven't. Stop it, seriously.
You said it.
No, but not. Anyway, let's give you details of one other item that we got on the show, which we're going to have a quick play with before the end, which is your Aqua starter collection. This is brilliant, and I'm going to have a little play with this in just a few moments' time. Basically, you get a little bit of everything that you need to get started here, because we're going to give you a set of your tricolour Aqua pens. So you've got your Floral Meadow, which brings you your bright floral, your warm fiery, and your fresh verdant. So 3 pens, 9 colours, which are great for you to be able to do all your watercolour effects with. Comes in a little beautiful packet like that. You're also going to get your waterproof ink pad, which comes in the Noir Black, because of course that is for that. As you can see, this is exactly the one that you need. You're going to get a Lee Holland stamp set, which is your beautiful flower boutique, which we'll show you stamped out in just a few moments' time. So you've got something to colour with. What you're going to colour onto your watercolour cardstock, 15 sheets. That is a brilliant deal, right? Everything that you need to start your watercolour journey, to start your colouring journey, for £16 if you're platinum, $24 if it's your first purchase as well. Sign up to Club Inspire, and that price is yours as well. Double points too. I think you touched on this earlier, Debbie, but this is a perfect little bundle just to have a bit of a play and a go, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's just that proper starter kit for anyone that wants to dabble in a little bit of watercolouring. So let's start off with stamping our stamp. Now, our Ben's going to have a little play as well. He's already stamped his own stamp out, amazing. I'm just going to use our ink pad to stamp it out. So you are getting that waterproof Noir Black ink pad.
Yep.
You're just going to ink it up like me. The only thing you would need extra is maybe a rocker block or a stamping platform.
Stamping platform.
Yep, stamping platform. Something to stamp or to put your stamp onto that you can stamp with and then stamp it out. It's a lovely big stamp. It's a beautiful background and it's got a good right amount of colour to do that stamping with. So you can see you get a brilliant stamp every single time.
Yeah.
Then we're going to take that off. Again, I've put it onto that watercolour cardstock. You haven't got to worry. You get that in that kit as well, which is amazing. And then we're going to grab our pens. So I'm going to take our greens to start with.
Okay,
so
I'm going to go with the green then.
Verdants.
Yep.
And then what we're going to do is, have you got a brush? You've got a brush and some water?
I've got a brush and a bit of water, a bit of tissue. I've had a little bit of a
tissue.
play already.
Brilliant. And then all I'm going to do is, oh yeah, you have had a bit of a
little play. Yeah.
Yes.
Only a little
so
bit.
I'm going to take, I want to take my, because these colours aren't like in an order.
No.
They're just in 3 different greens. So I'm just going to put some of this sort of grass grassy green
So
down.
you lay down quite a lot, don't you?
Yes, because I probably do too much,
Right.
but I do like to make sure that we've got some down. And then I'm going to put this sort of jaded green down as well, so we can sort of mix the two.
I didn't do this earlier, the mix.
And then I'm just gonna take my brush and slightly just take the wetness off of it. And then we can go into here.
Yeah.
And first of all, I'm gonna go into sort of the jaded green one. You can go into whatever colour you've done, Ben.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna go in around those trees. And I just want to, oh, fireworks are off again.
I thought it was someone's bike.
Well, I think that was to start with, and then fireworks went off. So you can see it's going a long, long way.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about these. So I'm dipping in and just taking that to our leaves.
I've actually used a slightly. Do you know what I'm just enjoying here is just actually just going through the whole process of actually like laying down the colour,
Yep.
getting your pen in there, and just having a bit of a play with it.
Absolutely. So we've done that bit. I'm then going to go back in. I'm going to take the water off, and then we're going to go into this green because I want to give this tree a little bit more life. So we're going to start mixing with both those colours. So it just gives us sort of some shaded areas, some different colours, because trees have different leaves on them. You could even go in with sort of any sort of darker colours, greys and browns, your rustic sort of colours, and make it any colour that you want it to be.
Yeah. Oh, this is so much fun.
And it's really therapeutic, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just something that you can do in your spare time. You can do it when you're just wanting to relax and wanting a bit of me time.
I think as well, I mean, as I say, I'm literally just having a bit of a play getting used to these. But, you know, once you've followed all of the hints and tips and watched all of the Colour Me Happies back very quickly, I think you'll become quite an expert with these. And actually, do you know what I've found more than anything? Just having a quick go and a quick play. You don't hardly need to use anything, do you, at all?
No, not at all.
Like, it goes such a long way.
Yeah, not at all. So I am then going to go in and we're going to go and wash down some of that for the grass. So I've put a little bit more in, a little bit more water, and then we can wash that down.
So more water to create. I'm going to just try and do what you're doing now. So just, oh yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a really lovely effect.
Yeah,
Look at
really nice. And then what we can do is we can go in with that darker colour or a different colour and start mixing them and just bring in some flicks. So it looks like you've sort of got those grass panels going through, so it's starting to look more like a lawn. You just want to use your flick motion to just flick in that colour right on the actual edge. And it just gives you a real difference and gives you texture in your grass. There we go, so just going through. And then we can do the same on the other side. So we can pick up that green again and just go on our opposite side.
Oh yeah, better check see if we've got a...
So you can see the more water you add, the more watered down it is.
Yeah.
So you can still then sort of go in and add some more, or pick up some more.
I've dropped
and
my
then
brush
go
now.
in and then add those different greens.
We will get the winner for the demo of the show very shortly indeed. I'm just aware that we've got literally 4 minutes remaining. I'm having like the best
Lord,
time.
Wow.
Oh, we've got a winner.
Oh, we've got a winner.
It's number 1. The flowers.
Number one. Yes, the
flowers.
flowers.
Shall I quickly come and grab that?
Yes, 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 yes.
Hey, don't you get like, you know, really sort of overtaken with it all and
Well,
just
you've heard
like, lose
Sarah
yourself?
say she goes into a colouring coma. That's exactly what happens. Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to go in with some blues now, and we're going to sort of just add some into our sky. So again, just add in that colour in.
Tell you what, just really, really quickly pause you there for a second, and let's get the vote going on the demo of the day. You'll have to be quick on this. You've got about 2 minutes. So card number 1 was the card that Shania, our Craft Factor guest, made a little bit earlier on this morning with the bouncing reindeer. Number 1. Then card number 2 is Debbie's beautiful ornate screen panel card, which was from launch day. That is number 2. Or you can vote for number 3, which is that beautiful card that you've just voted for as demo of the show. So 1, 2 or 3, get voting. You've literally got about a minute because we've got 3 minutes left on the show.
So all I'm doing now is adding some of that blue. We're adding some extra sort of darker blue in, and I've changed my brush. You probably haven't got a different brush.
No, I've only got
I've
one.
got my sort of short flat brush, which is just going to give me sort of different effects. Now, because in the where the clouds are, I don't want that to be such a blue cloud, because our clouds are more sort of white and fluffy. So we can then go in and add our water.
Do you want to put a little bit of red on the...
And then I can pick that up and start taking that out, so you can see our clouds start to go a bit whiter. Now, clouds have sort of stripes of blue going through them, so we can sort of pick up more and wisp it through. So just take in that extra, oh, a bit too much there. Let me water that back down. Just under there, and then we can come through just where that blue is underneath. We've lost Ben.
Right. Oh, we've literally got 2 minutes. I'm having the best time. Definitely going to carry on with this. Loads of fun. We've got a winner for the demo of the show. Demo of the day. What do you reckon?
Bride and groom.
Number 3
Wow.
is the winner. I love it.
It is lovely and bright, isn't it?
On this dark, dreary winter's evening, autumnal evening, that certainly adds a beautiful brightness to it. That's the winner. We'll pop it up onto our Crafty Walk of Fame. Debbie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I've enjoyed having a bit of a
day.
go at that watercolouring. This starter collection is absolutely just that. Grab it, give it a go, and please do not miss out. Fiver Friday continues, of course, for the rest of the day today. Loads of £5, $5 deals on our website. The Christmas shop is open at crafterscompanion.com.co.uk as well. And, of course, double points continues right across the weekend. When are you back with us then, Debbie? I know you got the weekend off.
Got the weekend off. I think I'm back next Thursday.
All right.
Yes.
Well,
be
we'll
back next
certainly
Thursday.
look forward to that. It's me for 2 shows tomorrow. Lovely George Aiken will be here as well tomorrow night for the Craft House. He's in the Craft House with Jan and the Dreamies. Tomorrow I'm here with Jan for Play Your Crafts Right, and then a brilliant craft along coming up at 3 p.m, 11 o'clock East Coast with the Masquerade collection. Don't forget, of course, that the clocks change again on Sunday, so just be aware of that. Obviously, usual time tomorrow, and then Sunday we go back to where we were about 2 weeks ago. It's all very confusing, but we'll explain more tomorrow for you. Listen, thank you so much for shopping with us and watching us over the course of the day today. Make sure you check back and watch that launch day show. Grab those goodies, get the 5 Friday deals as well, and we'll be back with you tomorrow for more fun, frolics and entertainment here on Crafters TV. Have a brilliant rest of your Friday. Bye for now.